Forte Experience is coming back to DC. It's an all-white rooftop experience. It's not like your normal networking event. It's a network party. Come socialize, come break bread, come learn how to grow, scale, and make more efficient your business. Get your tickets now. www.thefortecommunity.com www.thefortecommunity.com. You don't want to miss out. See you there. What's going on, Forte Podcast listeners and viewers? This is your co-host, Randall Monfiston, taking a slightly different approach to today's episode. Unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances and technical difficulties, we lost some of the footage to the beginning of today's episode. So to mitigate you going into the episode like what happened, what was missed, we'll do a quick recap. Today's guest is Cory Brim, owner of Sugarrimbar. Cory started off as a bartender for a restaurant and decided he had higher and bigger aspirations, so he created a mobile bartending business. In the process of doing that, he was going around to different people's homes and event spaces as a bartender and realized that people were still stressed out. The person putting on the party was still stressed out with managing not only the bartender, managing the decorations, managing the DJ, entertainment, all of those things, the food service provider. So the epiphany, the light in his mind came about to create his own full service catering company, which he's done. And he scaled to the point where it's a 7-figure earning full service catering company. So it's definitely going to be some good knowledge shared. So stay tuned, get your listening ears out, and enjoy the show. And again, thank you for your patience and continue to be a listener and watcher of the Forte Podcast. Peace.
Welcome to the Forte Podcast. I am your co-host, Domenick Epps.
And I'm your co-host, Randall Monfiston.
And we are here to make sure that we're having no more technical difficulties so we can give you all a fire podcast for the Forte Podcast. We've been having some issues.
Or if it's not fire footage, it'll be good bloopers. That's what it'll be.
Great bloopers. But you know what, bro? We always ask our guests 5 years from now, what do they see? 5 years from now, we're going to be able to look back on this episode. What's today's date? The 20th?
Mm-hmm.
March 20th, 2024, and say, bro, do you remember that episode, man, Cory? And we're gonna be in some big place, right?
Yeah.
Some big place, man, probably with Cory and a whole bunch of other guests. And we're going to be able to like literally say, man, I remember, man. Like literally, I remember. So that's what I think is.
We're going to be in a place where we could call the internet people, like whoever's the executive of the internet people, and be like, hey, listen, whatever you got to do, you need to get some more bandwidth to our location so we could do this podcast. That's all right.
All right, let's go. Keep it going, Randall. You up to bat? Let's go.
Yeah. So where we left off, Cory, you were talking about the tailgates. So let's recap a little bit, just to fast forward, so you don't have to repeat yourself. You was at Commander Stadium. Commander Stadium was hating a little bit because you kind of outgrown the parking lot. You had like the 400 or 500 people coming to your tailgate. That's how big you got it. From there spawned the vision for you to be like, all right, maybe I'm on to something where I don't need to be at Commander Stadium. I could go do my own thing. And you did your own tailgate. You rented out a venue space. Might I add, I went to this man's tailgate. Best Super Bowl party I've ever been to.
Don't just say that because we on here. Tell these people the truth, man. Don't lie to these people.
This is the best. I'm dead. I was saying it there, and I don't know.
Why wasn't I invited though?
I found out last minute. Like I found it literally on his social media, like the day before. I seen on social media where he was advertising, and I'm like, all right, let me go out there and check this out. He had me at cigars. I'm not gonna lie. When he said we're gonna have a cigar station, I'm like, man, how dope is that to watch the game and still smoke cigars? And I gotta be on somebody's balcony outside trying to watch the game. So it was dope. I had a great time. I don't know if it was because of the lemon drops he was forcing people to have, because he was doing rounds of lemon drops
free shots.
The Super Bowl. He did like a little type of cover band singing. DJ was on point. We're not gonna talk about the halftime show, how that went down. But
technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. But other than that, the experience was dope. The vibe, the energy. It was.
What was it at? What was it at? Let everybody know. What was it at?
It was at a spot called the Garden in Alexandria. And And so look, so check this out. I did that event for $75.
Yeah.
For $75, I gave you an open bar. I mean, open bar, not like beer, wine. I had vodka, rum, gin, tequila, whiskey, bourbon, seltzers, wine, and then I gave you free food, right? So brats, ribs, burgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, green beans. Listen, brother, listen. I'm not done. DJ, I did a 12 by 18 digital wall. I had cigars. I had a cigar lounge outside, and I had a hookah trailer outside. I had my trailer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There was a hookah.
I missed that.
A hookah trailer. I had desserts. I had a dessert lady out there. I did there's some other stuff that I'm missing. But here's the thing. So when I put it all together, right? And I did it for $75 because I just wanted to cover the cost. Do you know how many people were telling me that the price was too much?
I believe it.
They were telling me the price was too much. And I was like, y'all must be out of y'all minds. I'm not. Yeah. And do you know how many people told me like, oh, you're going to do it in Virginia? I don't drive. Dude, so I don't know if this encompasses the Forte, but that didn't stop me from doing it. I don't care. If you can't see the vision, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people
it's not for you. It's not for you.
It ain't for you.
Yeah. Yeah. You build it, they will come. And the people that come are the people who see the vision, who see like they missed out. I'll be the first person to say they missed out.
I sold 200 tickets, man. I wanted to sell 500. I really wanted to sell 500. But honestly, man, we just live in a world where people, they can't wrap their minds around the vision. They can't see it at all.
Was there enough space? I feel like it was already like kind of packed a little bit, right? Especially how you had everybody up by the TVs.
No, you don't understand. I was going to put a TV outside.
Oh.
That same TV, I was going to have another one of those outside.
Oh, okay. Okay. This TV was crazy big. Like, you know how you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they got multiple TV. Like, imagine the whole wall by Buffalo's like a TV.
12 by 20, 12 feet. No, yeah, it was 12 by 20, 12 feet high, 20 feet wide, 12 by 20.
Yeah, that thing was huge. Like you kind of like at the movie theaters looking left and right depending on where you're sitting. But yeah, it was dope. So I know you talked about what your plans in the immediate future. We always like to ask guests, like, what is their 1 year to 5 year plan? When you come back on the podcast, and I'm speaking of fruition, you'll be back. Even if you go 10 times 7 figures, a decamillionaire, right? You're still coming back to the podcast, so you can be able to tell us how things went. But a year, 5 years from now, what are you seeing for Sugarrimbar?
There are points in my business where I consider selling my business. I've gone through so many stages of my business, and I really think I'm at that point now. If someone were to come up to me and offer me a nice figure, I would take it. And people say stuff like, "Oh, you would sell your," but yes, I would sell my business. And then they say things like, "Well, what would you do?" Nothing. You give me enough money, I'm cashing out. I'm good. Like I'm gonna be 50 this year. And I don't know how many summers I gotta want to be out here grinding and hustling, and you know what I mean? Like life is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, 7-figure business, I love it. But at what point am I going to enjoy my life? At what point am I going to cash out my retirement and my stocks and so I'm gonna die and my kids gonna spend all the money? No, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy it. But the other side of that is that if no one buys my business or if I don't sell my business, I'm continually the trajectory of my business is I've always doubled my business every year. So we're doing $1 million now. We'll do 3. I'll do 5. We'll do 7. I'll keep growing. I'm just going to keep growing and scaling my business.
Got it. Man, I look forward to that. I look to be able
to. I got a question. I got a question for you, Corey.
Shoot.
So listen, paint the picture because I've never been to one of your events, right? So when someone comes and get the Sugarrimbar experience, talk to us, paint the picture. What does that look like? What are we getting?
That's good.
So I think the difference with us is what we were talking about earlier is the service, right? So you can hire anybody. There's anybody can do a job. Like anybody can clean your car. But what makes you hire this guy to cut your grass? What makes you go to this doctor, right? There's doctors everywhere. I think what separates us is we really love what we're doing, right? There's a lot of people who are doing what we do, brother. They ain't got no passion. They ain't smiling. Like I said, I consider us the Chick-fil-A of what we do. everything is my pleasure. I want to, our tagline is be a guest at your own party. And how many times have you hired someone and you still got to like look over them? People should know what they're doing. And when you hire us, I think there's a couple of things I think that separates us from a few people. The other thing is that we're affordable. And I don't mean that we're cheap. I mean that like I'm no matter what you give me, I'm always going to give you more. No matter how much you hire me for, I'm still going to overserve you. Because I believe, it's my trick. It's my little secret sauce. I'm always going to over deliver because I know that I'm going to kill them in service. No one's ever going to do what I'm doing. And so even when you step off and cheat on me, right, and you hire someone else, it ain't going to be right. You're going to be like, I got to call Corey again. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind that you stepped out, but now you see what's out there. Come on back over here. Come on home and let me treat you right. Bring your checkbook. And I think that's what separates me from a lot of people is the service. And I really think I think we also live in a world now where like you can't get service. I mean, I'm talking about, it ain't even just me, what I do, man. People at the bank don't say hi to you. And you're like, I got my money here. They just be like, next, People at the grocery store, the Uber driver that comes picks you up. And then when someone actually says hello to you or acknowledge, because service is it sucks everywhere. When someone just has a little bit of service, you're like, oh my God, you're so nice. And no, they just said hi to you because no one else is saying hi. No one else is saying my pleasure. No one else is saying thank you. No one else is saying, I appreciate you as a client, as a customer. Thank you so much for hiring us today. And I'm eating it up out here.
Wow, man. So Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yeah.
It was a Cheesecake Factory. You got the opportunity to work at the bar. Was it Cheesecake Factory?
Yes, it was a Cheesecake Factory.
All right. So tell us about a situation, man, where you made a mistake. And how did you recover? Like what happened?
How much time we got? Hey, listen, look, when let me tell you why I got fired from the Cheesecake Factory. I was there working the bar. I was one of the head bartenders, crushing it, making money, living my dream, hanging out. This girl came in, she sat at the end of the bar, and man, she was beautiful. She was beautiful. And I had never done this before, but I gave her a free drink. And at the Cheesecake Factory, you cannot give away free drinks. The camera is right there. They see everything that you do. And I gave her a free drink and I didn't ring it up. And my manager, as bad as he didn't want to fire me, he was like, I gotta let you go. It's just company policy. You can't give away the free, And it was messed up. And they always told me, like, if you ever want to come back, you can always work here. But I messed up. I had a good job. I mean, Cheesecake Factory, I had a good time. I had a good job. There's some jobs I've been fired from where I'm okay. But Cheesecake Factory was one of them jobs where like, damn, I messed that up. I messed that up big time.
Did you get the phone number?
I ended up dating her, man.
Okay. All right.
Is that who helped you come up with the name of the company?
Yeah. She was the one to help me come up with the name of the company.
Hold on. Look at this. So you give her a free drink, right? You end up dating her, and Sugarrimbar is here because you got fired for giving her the free drink. Is that correct?
All right, but let's not give her too much power, man. Because if she sees this, I don't want to come back and be like, you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for me. Still had to do the work.
No doubt.
She might come for me, man.
That's fine.
Oh, man. So how did you get the phone call for Essence Festival, man? Tell us about that. Like,
no. Look, it's not just Essence, man. My phone rings every single day. It's not just Essence. My phone rings with opportunities every day, every single day. I don't, in the traditional sense of marketing, I don't spam people about my business. I see a lot of business owners doing a lot of things wrong. I see a lot of people that do what I do. I see people I think everyone wants to be famous. I think everyone wants to go viral. I think that everyone's biting for that thing. I mean, I do too. I like my followers. I like when I see 1 million views or whatever. It's addicting, but that's not how I do it. How I do it is and this ain't a soundbite. This is for real. I believe that when I go into a space or in an event, I'm there to serve. I'm not there to push my products. I'm not there to try to sell you a t-shirt. I'm not there. You know how many people go to events and they're there for an event, but they're passing their card around like, oh, I also do Mary Kay. I sell real estate. I do hair.
Yeah, that's me.
What?
Yeah, all day I'm giving out my business cards for real estate everywhere. Everyone.
But do you do real estate?
Yeah.
Okay. What other side hustle do you have?
Real estate.
Okay, but what I'm saying is there are people who do real estate and they sell cars on the side.
Gotcha.
They're at a real estate. So let's say it's you and someone else, and you're a team. You're the Epps and Smith team, and you're at the real estate conference to make connections for real estate. But your buddy is over here talking about how he sells Cutco knives on the side. Brother, we ain't here to sell Cutco knives. I know the world got you about the. Let's stay focused on this real estate. And guess what we can do when we start buying these properties? We can give them the knives. You know what I'm saying? That could be their housewarming gift.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But everybody ain't thinking like that. They trying to sell you the knives and the cars and the credit repair and like, dude, I'm just here to make drinks. And I think I've seen people just like, especially like when you're dealing with like celebrities and stuff, they just want to be treated like regular people. They don't want to be pitched to. Like who? Like I'm just here to have a drink and eat. Like I just want to feel comfortable for a minute. But everybody's pitching all the time. I ain't pitching all the time.
You serving. Yeah.
And through that, I think people really. I've been at events where there's another company hired me. This was years ago before I even had my company. I would work for another company. There would be all of us there. I'm just serving. I'm doing my thing. Everyone else is doing whatever they're doing. The person who organized the event would come to me and say, hey, what's your name? And I say, Corey. And they say, can we hire you again? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You got to contact Randall because I'm always that guy. I'm always going to send you back to whoever brought me to this thing. And the person would be like, no, sir, you don't understand. We're not hiring Randall no more. Randall sucks. You know what I'm saying? He's over there flirting with the whatever. And whatever.
Giving out free drinks. He's giving out free drinks.
He over there selling real estate. And then they would come to me and say, listen, we're going to host this event again. We love what you're doing. Could you bring all this next time? And Randall, I don't want to cut you. I didn't come into this space to try to take business from you, but the client clearly, and I see it too. You didn't, Randall, I'm not talking about you personally.
Yeah, I got you.
You didn't want it, man. You didn't want it. You got the check, but you didn't want it. And you cool with letting clients slip away. I'm not cool with that. I'm here to serve. And people see that and they hire me. And then all I have to do is get other people and duplicate myself and them other people so they get at least the similar cert. They may not get the same, but at least you get the similar experience. And then I just need to make little minions of me walking around serving people. And then before you know it, we taking over the whole world, man. You ain't even see us coming.
That's a mic drop. That's the mic drop, man. That right there. See, and we had no technical difficulties when he said all that. That lets you know that right there was fire, brother. You got the flex bomb over there? Not yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, man. Serving is where it is, man, and that's what I do. I just like to listen. I was watching Magic Johnson interview that he had. I think he was at Stanford somewhere. He talked about over delivering, right? If we just over deliver, most people under deliver, right? But if you give them more than what they expect, they're gonna always come back to you and refer business to you, right? So yeah, man, that's dope. Here's another nugget, man. I don't even know if we're going down this road. I've also knowing what I know now, I also don't want everybody's business, and I can say that now after I created the business. But in the beginning, dude, I was taking everything. I said I didn't know the word no. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And my advice, I know it sounds crazy to say this now, but you don't have to take everyone's business. And I'm not saying that I may have the complete answer. We live in a completely different world than the world that was around when I started my business. Facebook wasn't what it is today. Social media didn't exist. Uber didn't exist. TikTok wasn't even around.
if I were to start if I did like Undercover Boss and I had to start all over again, right? There are so many people that I would say I would just pass on their business, because there's some people who have these unrealistic expectations. Their budget doesn't meet their what they're looking for in their event, and that's not that. I'm not trying to not do their event. It just doesn't match up. You got 200 people. I can't do your event for 2,000. That's $10 a person. Like, we can't even go to Applebee's and get a drink for 200 people for $10. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's unrealistic. But there are people out there who really, that's how they roll. And I don't want to build my business on those types of customers. Like, because what's going to happen is when you hook somebody up and you do that, trust and believe they're going to run and tell everybody that you're the cheap guy. Go to call my man Corry. He'll take care of you. And then now you've built a whole foundation of cheap customers who are going to complain. I'm not saying that everybody that's cheap is going to complain, but I tell you what, the people that cut me checks for 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, they never complain. They know that they're hiring a professional and they let you do your job. Whereas the people who paid me $100, they was nitpicking the napkins and the straws, and you said you was going to do this and that. And it's like, no, we never talked about that. What are you talking about? Well, 1 star on Yelp.
Wow. So let me ask you this. The Super Bowl, as far as what you did this past Super Bowl, is that something you do annually?
The Super Bowl was just this year. I used to always do, I did every home game at the Commander Stadium. That's what I was doing. I was doing tailgates at the Commander Stadium. Even, they ain't always been, they were never really good, but they even when it was bad out there, we were out there still slinging drinks and food and having fun at the tailgate.
Gotcha. So are you going to Baltimore now? Are you doing Ravens?
I've done the Ravens before, but it's a heavy lift because it's a physical thing that you have to do. Like, you got to load the trucks up. You got to get the food ready. Like, the tailgate is imagine a restaurant on wheels taking it around, a food truck with no, we're outside in the elements. So I've done the Ravens. I'd love to, but it also takes a team. And then the last big game that I did, it was a Miami game. And there have been times when I've ran 2 tailgates, that's tough. And I don't know if I'm gonna do that again, because I ran 2. And then what I ended up doing is I ended up shutting down one and merging it into one tailgate. It was so much, that was probably the best decision I ever made. I had 500 people at my tailgate. Crazy.
This is 2 tailgates at the same stadium, or at 2 different, like one at the Ravens, one at the Commanders going?
There have been times when I've had 2 tailgates at the Commander Stadium, and I had a tailgate at the Raven Stadium, all going on simultaneously at the same time, because they normally play around the same time.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man. We done had you up here, man, going for a while now, man. So, what is something you would like to leave our viewers with? If you had one word for them, what would it be?
Well, it's 3 words, not just one. It's 3. You see this?
Yep.
Never give up. Never give up. I know it's cliche. I know people kind of make it this sort of thing, but man, there were times when I was just, I never, like I tell people, man, I was never suicidal. I never wanted to kill myself, but the world can beat you down so bad, man. And you just, as a man, as a father, as a, provider, as, you get down on yourself and you just start thinking, man, like you feel like you're never going to win. You always, you take one step forward in the world and the earth and people and situations, you get kicked back 5 spaces. And you just say, like, God, when am I going to get an opportunity? All I'm saying to somebody out there that's listening to this right now is just don't give up, man. Because at the end of the day, no matter what's happened to you, divorce, repossessions, being incarcerated, having over $100,000 in child support, being negative in your bank accounts, no car, sleeping in the bathroom, losing the connection with your children, getting divorced. And I'm just talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just putting my business out there. No matter all that happened, you still here. You know what I'm saying? You survived all of that. I'm a winner, baby. I'm not a loser. And then to reclaim my life back, and to go out on this, like I'm making this video now. I'm in my own home. in my name. You know what I'm saying? Like the home is in my name. I never had a home in my name. You know what I mean? And then I go from a 400 credit score to an 840 credit score, to go to nothing in the bank to over 6 figures in the bank, to having $1 million business, to having no car, to, I'm just saying, abundance. And now I can more effectively help more people because I saved myself. I changed my life. I saved myself. And now I can help more people instead of like we all struggling at the bottom trying to help each other. No, let me just pause for a minute, get myself together, rise above this stuff, and now I can dish out these blessings every day, and it takes nothing off of my plate to help anybody now. I don't know. Was that one word? I'm sorry, man.
Man, no. That's it. That's you preach that. Yeah. I appreciate it. That's dope, man. That's dope. See, that's why we had all the issues we had, because it was, I'm gonna say the enemy was trying to keep somebody from getting that right there. Don't give up.
Yeah, never, ever. I don't care what you've been through, man. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what they done to you. I don't care who lied to you, who fired you, who left you, who backstabbed you, who threw mud on your name. It don't, man. You still breathing. You still got an opportunity. You still got a shot. All the time.
Another day to seize. Another day to seize.
Every day.
Yeah. Hey, so how people can get in contact with you, Corey?
Yo, well, you can find me May 4th at the Forte, second annual.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. Early bird tickets is, get them now, man. Early bird tickets are going to be gone. And don't be texting me.
That's what's up, man. That was with no prompt, man. Yo, Corey, you coming through, man. You dunked that like Shaq.
Everything is Sugarrimbar, everything, man. You can find me on everything, man. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I don't really be on Twitter that much, but anything Sugarrimbar, you can find me on, man.
Hey, do you have different Sugarrimbar locations? Like I see like a Sugarrimbar LA.
Yeah, man, I do. We do. Like I said, I just came back from Detroit. I was in next week I'll be in Jacksonville. I do events all around the country. I just had a guy call me to do an event in Florida. I have clients that call me and they want me to come, we take the show on the road too. So yeah, I'm all over the place. My company models cut the check, man. You cut the check, I'm there. Send the money.
Yo, that's hilarious. He even got this funny response when you book him on the calendar before. His assistant call you to try to book you, even though you're not trying to get booked. You're trying to set up a podcast, a meeting.
The autoresponder with the
autoresponder says, "Yo, don't go cheat on us because we'll know," something like that. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. I'm checking for you, man.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to hire somebody else after you didn't talk to me.
That's funny. Hey, so man, I lost my train of thought, man.
Come on, man. Ask me something good, man. Give me something. I made $1 million, man. Don't you think somebody out there might want to know something?
No, because we're saving it for the mastermind on May 4th. That's what. So, for those who are interested to meet Corey face to face or pick his brain and ask questions that he can answer real time about whatever pain point you have, or how can you get into the industry of mobile bartender / catering / being your own general contractor of the party, come to the Forte Experience Mastermind session. It'll be from 5 to 6:30. Come dressed in white so then you could attend the all-white network party from 7-Eleven. www.forteexperience.com. Tickets on sale now. Early bird. They will not be there much longer, so come get it while you can. Corey, I appreciate you being on. I look forward to seeing you at the Forte Experience to be able to further drop knowledge with the people that's in the room who value the ticket price because they know what they're about to get, because we're going to over-deliver. We're going to over-deliver.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. It's a dope experience.
Appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Always.
All right. Let's go. We out of here.
Hey, what's going on, social media family? Cory Brim, Sugarrimbar. And listen, man, if you want to take your life and your game to the next level, you need to be May 4th, Cambria Hotel in Washington, D.C. for the Forte mastermind. Get your early bird tickets now. It's going to get there. Look, you want to get there early, man. Don't meet me there, beat me there, all right? So be there at 5 p.m. You better come about 4 because, you know, DC, man, you're going to need to park your car. You're going to need to valet, all that kind of stuff. Come on up and see us. Get your early bird tickets now. Tickets are going fast. If you're listening to me right now, they're probably already sold out. So get on there and get your tickets, man. Go online, click your tickets, get there now. We're all white event. I need to see you in the space. And if you come on up to me, man, let's take a photo, man. Let's stop being friends. Come on up, talk to your boy, hug me. I need some love out there in these streets, man. Check us out, Forte.